Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Rivers. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Pushing it up. Powell with it. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's McCollum. He can't get it to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Porter bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Lillard with it, now guarded by Porter. A 3 from McCollum. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Gordon against Nurkic. The kick out to Porter. Passes to Rivers. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Powell finds Covington. Lillard scanning the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Jokic inside. Working on Nurkic. The offensive rebound. Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Second shot opportunity. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
3-pointer Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
The 3. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Covington kicks to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Lillard with it. Now here's McCollum. 5 on the clock. Tries yet again. And that one's good. Lillard's got 5 now.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Dishes to Porter. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Here's Gordon. And he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. There's the pass to McCollum. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets leading by 3. Down low. Denver passing it around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Morris with the bucket. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rivers against McCollum. Here's Simons. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Green passes to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
McCollum passes to Simons. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. That's tipped. Millsap with the steal. Green left side. McGee trying to break free. And Millsap slams it in.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And a wide open look for McCollum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Morris kicks to Harrison. He dishes it to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Count it. Good.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Beyond the arc. Portland grabs the miss. 1:57 left now here in the second. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Morris.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Jokic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Passes it to Jokic. Campazzo. Another shot. The kick out to Porter. Shoots the three. Campazzo covered by Lillard. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Millsap.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now, here's Lillard. And he... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are leading by 12. And big fella. That's all for now. Say good.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Nuggets leading by 12. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. Covered by Anthony. Here's Rivers. They get the rebound. Gordon outside for Millsap. Pass to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Campazzo. Millsap inside. Defended by Covington. Millsap misses.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Gordon against Anthony. And that one drops. Gordon's got 8 points.
An 0-for-3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Back to Jokic. The feed to Gordon. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Carmelo Anthony. And that one misses. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And stolen by Lillard. There's Hollis Jefferson. That shot off. Nice D from Porter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
On the wing, Morris. Keeps it alive. Jokic on the follow. 8 points for him.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Morris against Lillard. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Morris kicks to Rivers. Now the dish to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Now Morris. Lillard comes with the double team. Porter kicks to Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. And he overshot that one, missing.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Gordon. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. McGee the pass to Morris. Back to McGee. Out to Morris. And Green now, top of the key. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Powell the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's McCollum in the corner. It's stolen by Green. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he makes the first. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. And Denver also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. Campazzo. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Kicks it out to Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to Covington. Here's Giles. Powell in the high post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And so he hits both. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. The pass to Millsap. He feeds it to McGee. Harrison in the corner. Back to McGee. Fires it up. Not enough on that one as it misses. And for Portland, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Powell, no one around him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Giles kicks to Lillard. Back to Giles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. Nobody near Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 22.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Lillard against Morris. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Jokic, and good that time. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
And the pass to Jokic. Anthony against Porter. Morris passes to Porter. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Pass to Giles. The wide open look here for Anthony. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Morris kicks to Porter. Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. Over Giles. And the bucket is good. The coach's challenge has been issued. Those game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 7. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Plenty to cheer about tonight. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. Just 2 to shoot. With the tip, Porzingis on the follow.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
And there's the pass to Covington. Lillard outside. Off target from three-point range.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And stolen by Lillard.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Doncic against Lillard. The three. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. McCollum kicks to Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Covington with the bucket.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Doncic outside. Pass to Cauley Stein. Passes it to Porzingis. And the rebound by Nurkic.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Nobody near Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Burke has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Lillard. And there's the feed to Kanter. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Puts up a three. Kanter. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. It's stolen by Jones. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Kicks it to Jones. Pass to Lillard. The dish to McCollum. Lets the three fly. And that's good. Damian Lillard for three. Lillard's got 5 now.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. And he comes up with the deuce. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Porzingis with the steal. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Burke. This one for three. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. That one drops for him.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 4. The pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Richardson. Lillard against Doncic. Just 5 on the clock.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
A 3 from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Lillard, right side. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The 3 for Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Lets it go from deep. Lillard misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Up again. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Passes it to Giles. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Giles has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Doncic against Lillard, and he gets contact. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Lillard, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here is Lillard. He's got 14. Takes a three. It's good from long range. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They only had a couple rough stretches as the... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Burke. Powell is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And a wide open look for McCollum. Here's Nurkic. McCollum left side. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Hardaway for 3. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. McCollum dishes to Covington. Back to McCollum. From past the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Pass to Burke. Now here's Brunson. To the middle. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. A second chance effort. And that one goes long. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. He lobs it up, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Brunson scanning the floor, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Portland also making some changes. Cantor, he's checked in.
Oh, too much. Look at that.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Powell, that's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Doncic against Lillard. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Doncic.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And they double up Doncic. The pass to Kleber. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Porzingis subbed in for Powell. And then for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Cantor's shot is off. Here's Cauley Stein, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Great position inside. Once Cauley Stein is that close to the basket, the defense is going to have to come over and do something about it, usually a foul.
He hits the second from the line. For Portland, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Lillard's checked in for Anfernee Simons. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And the wide open shot from Redick. A miss that time would have put him up. Portland leading 1-on-1 here. Lillard finds Powell. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block, and they'll keep possession. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Redick against Lillard. Redick dishes to Cauley Stein, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for J.J. Redick. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Doncic outside. In the corner, it's Richardson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Dishes it to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 5. Inside, and stolen by Cauley Stein. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The first free throw is good.
Remember, Josh Richardson, a 2nd-round pick. He has come a long way in this league in a short time. A great athlete who shoots it well and enjoys playing the D.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. The 3 for Doncic. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Anthony right side. Lillard from outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Nurkic finds Lillard. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. There's the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Lillard from deep 3-point land. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Outside, Porzingis. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They have a 9-point lead. Passes to Covington. Here's Nurkic. Offline with his three. Doncic with it. And that one is good.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Lillard way outside. Missed. So the Trailblazers win it. They see. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Morris in at the 1. Now here's Gordon to the middle. 5 to shoot. Jokic kicks to Porter. Denver needs to get off his shot, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Pass to Jokic, and stolen by CLA Stein. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic looking it over. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now here is McGee. And he can't stop the run as he misses. One-on-one here. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfect.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Doncic passes to CLA Stein. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket by Gordon.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
Doncic against Morris. Dallas no good that time either.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The kick out to Porter. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to?
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Hardaway. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 3. Millsap with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Porter dishes to Millsap. Jokic passes to Millsap. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes.
Here's Doncic. Good on the 13-footer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Harrison passes to Jokic. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Hardaway, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 3. Gordon kicks to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Millsap misses. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Cauley Stein, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
First free throw is good, so both teams making some changes here. Cauley Stein hits them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Harrison. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Campazzo. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the
Southwest. I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. JaMychal Green is out there with Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. Powell banked in off the glass. Powell's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Campazzo, Burke covering. Now the pass to Harrison. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Powell finds Burke. Over Harrison. Goes back up. And the layup by Powell.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Passes it to Najee. Harrison scanning the floor. Campazzo. Burke covering. 6 on the shot clock. Harrison passes to Najee. And a missed layup. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Hardaway over Millsap. It's Hardaway that time on the assist by Burke.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Here's Harrison. It's good. Harrison's got 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now Brunson still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hardaway with it. Now Bol defending. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Najee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 2-point Dallas lead for Dallas. They've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Knocks it loose. Bol the pass to Najee. To the inside. Outside for Millsap. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Millsap with it. Here's Harrison. Here's Bol. They get it back. That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Elbow shot is on the way. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas again missing. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to McGee. He dishes it to Morris. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Fires from deep. McGee. The putback is no good. The Mavericks leading. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Morris with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Porter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Cauley Stein. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Richardson. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. 4 on the clock. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. The Nuggets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter, and it's Rivers in for Gordon. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Morris outside. Rivers finds Morris. Richardson against Rivers. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Richardson, good.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And it's Jokic missing. Dallas leading by 8. Pulls up. And another basket for Dallas. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Morris passes to Jokic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Doncic against Morris. That one falls.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Morris dishes to McGee. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. Trey Burks checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Hardaway with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. Burke finds Hardaway. In the corner, Powell with it. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Harrison. He feeds it to Bull. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Burke with the ball.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Bull wide open. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Aaron Gordon out there with Bull. It's Najee in at center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Campazzo, Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Marjanovic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Burke. No good on the triple. Denver shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Dishes at the Bull. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Nuggets. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Over in the corner, Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Baseline try, and the jumper is good. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Morris outside. The pass to Jokic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. Lots of room. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Down low, here's Cauley-Stein. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Right side, Porzingis. That one a little long. The Nuggets trail by 5. Gordon dishes to Morris. Denver passing it around. Now here's Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up, and the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Porter kicks to Gordon. Inside. Jokic finds Gordon. Back to Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. To the middle. Out to Doncic.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Gordon, and it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. And Dallas with a change here, too. Burks is checked in. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Over Jokic. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Harrison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first that will put them up by 2.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
There's Porter at the 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-double.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man, Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Left side, Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Denver passing it around. Campazzo can't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Rivers against McCollum. To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. The 10-footer finds the target.
Oh, I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. McCollum outside. Takes the 3. The shot comes out. Gordon inside. Powell on him. Here's Jokic. Pulls it up. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Lillard. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Knocked loose. Jokic with the steal. Rivers gets a wide open look. Rebound by the Trailblazers. It's Powell on the wing. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Portland again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Jokic. It's Porter outside. Hands it from downtown. No doubt, Greg, you were known as being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Rivers can't get it to go.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. And it's McCollum off the drive. Covington kicks to Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. The dish to Powell. Nice D from Porter.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Morris looking over the floor. He feeds it to McGee. No good from the low block. Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Count it.
And McCullough is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Up top, Morris. Covered by Lillard. Chanchar, the pass to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Lillard from deep. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 5.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Morris passes to Chanchar. Pass to Millsap. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Harrison out there with Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And so here's Portland. Following Paul Millsap's 3, Simons the pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. It's good on the putback.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to Cantor. The shake. Whistle blows. Bucket is... And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Cantor's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Morris outside. Outside for Millsap. There's the triple. They get it back. He dishes it to McGee. Second chance shot. Millsap passes to McGee. Back to Millsap. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Millsap's got 7 points. Portland leading by 5. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Anthony right side. The pass to Simons. lets it go with the three. Morris with the rebound.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the blade.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
54 seconds left to play here in the half. Rivers passes to Jokic. Stripped it away. In the corner, it's Little. He kicks it to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Pass to Giles. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. Oh, that was an impressive. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9th.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that does it for our half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Tearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And a wide open look for McCollum, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. Kicks it to Rivers. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. Count that bucket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Feeds to Covington. Passes it to Powell. Out to the wing. Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Here's Gordon. It's blocked, but they get it back. Here's Jokic. And finally they hit one. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Lillard kicks to Giles. Launches it. Portland no good that time either.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Lillard against Morris.
You see how assertive a player Nurkic is. I mean, it feels like he can score from these spots.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Pass to Jokic. He sinks the 11-footer. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off target with his 3.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
They double team McCollum. 3-pointer. Lillard misses.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Rivers can't get it to go. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Morris finds Gordon. Now Jokic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morris against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Morris. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from McGee.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Lillard outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Portland out in front. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Harrison out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull, and it's JaMychal Green. It's Najee in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Nuggets trail by 5. There's Harrison. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Najee. They kick it out to Green. Taken away by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. And here are the Trailblazers now. And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Outside Millsap. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's McCollum. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bull, the pass to Millsap. And it's in there.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Now here's McCollum. And he converts the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Simons. And they pick up 2.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Harrison passes to Najee. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Bull, and it's Denver scoring again.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Right wing. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Harrison passes to Millsap. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. From deep. No good on that one.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Harry Giles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. He kicks to Cantor. Clock at 6. Powell for 3. It doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
A little room for error now. We'll see what they run. Look, I know he wants to get them back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
Lillard from outside. Gets a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And this is no let-up. And, you know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's McGee. The 9-footer's on the mark.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard from outside, and another three for Portland.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
McGee, and it's good for two.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Now Powell following Willie Cauley-Stein's 3-point attempt. And it's Lillard missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
No good from Finney Smith.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Doncic, Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now, here's Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Giles. And too long on the shot. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Doncic. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Now, here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading by 3. Lillard the pass to Powell. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Richardson comes in for Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. Got a piece of it. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Here's Jones. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kleber with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Anthony. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and Melo, one of the best to ever do it.
Brunson, good. Trailblazers leading by 3. 32 seconds left in the first. And Kanter throws it down.
Well, Enes Kanter's size and finishing ability, it takes a lot to knock him off his path to the rim.
Pass to Brunson. Now Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Kleba kicks to Brunson. For 3, Richardson tips it. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
A 3 from McCollum. That shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers out in. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Dave,
When I'm training summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's the 3. Rebounded by McCollum. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in for Jones. Back to Lillard. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Portland leading by 4. Dishes it to Nurkic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Burke. The Mavericks rebound. He can't hit that time. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The 3. The offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by McCollum.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic kicks to Burke. Here's the pass to Marjanovic. Over Lillard. Hangs. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard from deep three-point land buries the long-range jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Lillard against Doncic. 1:04 left here in the second. And here's McCollum for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Pass to Marjanovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Lillard gets to Nurkic. Steps back and fires. That's a miss. And with it, he is 5 for 9. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Doncic against Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Passes it to Giles. And stolen by Burke. And pushing it up is Dallas. The Mavericks again in transition. That gives them the lead. Doncic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs. Lillard fires away from way outside. And no good on the last second attempt. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And at the end of the... And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Powell against Richardson. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Here's Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Brunson the pass to Finney Smith. Right side Porzingis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Simons the pass to Powell. To the paint. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. No good from Finney-Smith. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
A pass to Carmelo. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Giles. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Kleba, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kleba's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
From the high post, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic finds Lillard. Inside, Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Richardson.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. And that one is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Kleba. That shot off. Great D that time from Nurkic. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Doncic against Lillard. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Marjanovic against Anthony. Marjanovic kicks to Powell. Outside for Redick. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick good for 3. Redick's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas. Passes to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks lead by 7. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Jones in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. The 3 for Doncic. Another shot outside for Redick. The dish now to Hardaway. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Giles checked in for Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Doncic. Marjanovic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Cantor. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 21.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Here's Doncic. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Jones, no luck. Mavericks leading by 6. Lillard finds Jones. Here's Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
I think he's getting better at understanding when to drive, how to utilize his size, and his Cantor doing work offensively.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Lillard against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And it's Doncic, top of the key. Here's Powell. Outside, Redick. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Powell. Goes up again. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And they've had him bottled up here in the 4th. Just 2 of 7 from the field.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Richardson outside. Cauley Stein passes to Finney-Smith. Covington into the lane. And the dunk by Covington.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 4. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
For Portland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Back to Lillard. From about 16. And again, it's Portland converted.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
He shoots again. Cauley Stein against Nurkic. Here's Richardson. Porzingis lays it up off the glass.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. On deep. He doesn't hit that one.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Doncic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis to me could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Lillard from outside with the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the two-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three. Richardson, good. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Now, here's Richardson following the miss by Jokic.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
2 points. That one goes.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Doncic finds Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Doncic gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And the pass to Gordon. And it's Jokic in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Right side, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Morris against Doncic. McGee trying to break free.
On the backside, Porzingis is staying very aware and alert, keeping those big hands moving. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
To the inside, Jokic kicks to McGee. Back to Jokic. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now, here's Jokic. There's Porter with the 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Richardson right side. He kicks it to Doncic. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. He gets it in there.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Morris passes to McGee. Misses from close range. Mavericks leading by 4. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Jokic. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pretty fundamentally sound, and Jokic does a great job of keeping his balance there after contact.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Free throw, good. Jokic. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Bol, he's checked in for Denver.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Harrison kicks to Millsap. Pass to Rivers. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass break, Dallas. Hardaway finds Powell. Burke with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Johnson with it. Marjanovic. And Bol pulls it down. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots the 3. That shot is off. Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Unable to get that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the point. Burke. Kleba tips it back in. Kleba's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Harrison passes to Green. Rivers in the corner. Back to Green. Shoots over Powell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. The Nuggets trail by 3. Down low. It's tipped. Millsap dishes to Rivers from past the arc. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And so here's Denver following the score by Dallas. And there's Green on the assist by Rivers.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Passes it to Burke. Here's Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. A 3 ball. But they recover it. Here's Marjanovic. Green with the block. To the middle. From 13. Gets a hand on it, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Burke, the pass to Brunson. Back to Burke. Puts it up from 12. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Haji, the putback, and Green is right there. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Now here's Brunson. Inside. Powell kicks to Brunson. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Millsap passes to Najee. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Nuggets with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's stolen by Morris. Jokic inside. Richardson cover. Morris into the lane. And it's Jokic missing.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And that one, good.
Well, rising up on the J. Richardson. Good timing on the pull-up that time.
Doncic against Morris. To the inside. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 3. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. And the shot goes in.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now the pass to Morris. Yep, that one goes.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
From 18 feet away, and the shot is long. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Jokic draws the double. Gordon lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got his first points in this one. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Harrison in for Morris. The shot by Harrison, no good. Jokic with the steal. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. On the wing, Doncic. He's got 6. Richardson finds Doncic. Back to Richardson. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. He sinks the 11-footer. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for the man.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Harrison passes to Millsap. Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porter against Hardaway. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered closely, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. No good with the layup. The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers gets a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Brunson kicks to Burke. from about 16. Second shot opportunity. Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Bull, the pass to Rivers. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They grabbed their own miss. Haji got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Got a piece of it. Powell against Millsap. Powell kicks to Brunson. Back to Powell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. This is it to Rivers. Banked in off the glass. Rivers has got his first bucket in this one.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Right here.
Brunson scanning the floor. Takes the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green is out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Gordon in at the 2 guard. Here's Green. Out to Morris. Clock at 6. Gordon the pass to Jokic. The shot. No good. Nice D from Porzingis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Morris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The shot's good. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Morris passes to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
On the wing, Gordon. Richardson cover. Gordon against Richardson. Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. Richardson against Gordon. Kicks to Porter. Makes it off the glass.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic outside. The pass to Richardson. Cauley-Stein against Gordon. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Hardaway trying to free himself up.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
Porter with it. Hardaway picks him up. Denver passing it around. Bull the pass to Jokic. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. The tray. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Richardson. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Now here's Brunson. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.